Hello, welcome to another episode of Forgotten Cemeteries of Pacific Northwest. I guess you'd say more Central Oregon on this one. Anywho, today we're visiting Kent IOF Cemetery, located in Kent, Oregon, Sherman County, and our first Sherman County cemetery actually. Alternative names, none that I know of, so let's go meet some of the local residents and hear their story. A little history about this cemetery. It was established in 1891 with 97 known burials and 4 unmarked graves per the Oregon Burial Site Guide. Those numbers were from 1965, however. Today, Find a Grave shows 200 memorials. The town of Kent, sort of a ghost land these days, so if you're into that stuff, this is the place for you. And how does it get its name? Community members threw random names into a hat, and the postmaster pulled out Kent. The reason was, it was short and easy, so everyone ran with it. Today, we'll meet Kent pioneers, Civil War veteran, and find a headstone epitaph that, much like Kent, tells the story of a short and sweet ending, if you will, of a local woman murdered in 1968. And here we have Benjamin Brown, a Civil War vet who served in the 7th Indiana Cavalry Regiment, Company C. Shows in his profile he joined late in the Civil War, around August 1865. Post-war, he came to Oregon in 1871 and became a merchant and a postmaster in Kent. So one of Kent's earliest pioneers is buried here. Well, by far the easiest headstone to find in the cemetery belongs to George Scott Wilson. It's one of the more unique ones we've seen. Huge. Another Civil War veteran serving in the 13th Tennessee Cavalry Regiment. This particular regiment took part in the Second Battle of Saltville and the Battle of Marion. The significance of these Union victories was that the destruction of the salt mines led to the Confederate Army unable to preserve their meat. Unsure if there's a headstone for Carl H. Shortaded. Oh boy. Unsure where he was born, but a note mentions he came to the USA in 1828 and was a carriage maker in New York. Must have came out for the 1849 gold rush because it shows him in California in the 1850s. And then he came to Oregon in 1887 and then to Kent. Alrighty, I've looked everywhere and I cannot find Mildred M. Smith. Found the Smith plot up ahead though. Not a pioneer, one of our more unique notes we've seen on a headstone for name, and I'll put a screenshot in the video. Shot by Merl Smith. One would instantly think her husband, but however, it was our adopted son, Merl Evan Smith, in fact, who shot her with a rifle. Couldn't find the whereabouts and final resting place of Merl, but he was arrested for the slaying. Just one of those sad stories you find out in the quiet countryside of Oregon. Alrighty, time for the tour. If you're looking to get buried in the middle of nowhere, plenty of room. Get a nice view of all the mountains. I don't know what's what. There's one way out there, maybe it'll show up on the camera, and there's one way over there, and then there's another one way over there. So very scenic. I was hoping to go to this one cemetery called Wilcox, but it appears it's private property. It has a lot of interesting history attached to it, but I don't know. Maybe I'll check with the county next visit out here, see if they're okay with it. Try to get away from the road. There's a lot of truckers use this road, it appears. So it tends to get a little loud over there. There's Benjamin Brown. Sorry, I looked everywhere for Mildred Smith's headstone. Had a unique little writing on there. But there is some not severe overgrowth. Maybe it got covered up. Kind of similar to that, what happens. I try not to disturb anything when I visit. Don't know who that is. Paper's all wore away. Well, I didn't go over here. Every little bit there's some random burials here and there. Apparently a music person and Army veteran. Can't tell if this is a headstone or a stump, but we'll go over and check it out. Nope, just dark grass. Darn it. Pretty fancy. Oh, the mountain must have been local. It was a very fun one over here. I'll show you guys. A dog. Can't make out that. Maybe it's a chicken. Oh, that's really cool. I always enjoy those ones with the old picture. And a boot. Not seen any other plots, sadly. Kind of a small one. But there's always stories out there to discover. Civil War veterans. There's George's headstone, which is very immaculate. Not sure what this is. Maybe it's an old storage house. Don't look like it's doing too good, huh? It's kind of leaning over. Anywho, hope you could see the mountain off in the distance. It was a little small one. If you have any other recommendations for cemeteries to visit in Oregon, feel free to pipe up below. Hope you're doing good, and thanks for watching. Have a good one.